one time. This is the Sugarfoot remix. Two time. Shining and grinding like this all day. Now me want everything go my way. If I wanna drink up this whole bottle, it don't matter if man done dollar. Shining and grinding like this all day. Now me want everything go my way. If I wanna drink up this whole bottle, it don't matter if man done dollar.
Hi, we're Maya and Emery, full-time travelers in Nice, France, on the French Riviera, also called the Cote azur. Come with us to get a feel for what it's like to retire or stay in France, specifically in Nice.
My schedule is clear. Hey, hey. I don't need no company. I don't want nobody.
Today you'll head to the colorful Old Port, or Port Lympia. In this episode of The Ultimate Guide to Neighborhoods, be an international house hunter at 3 apartments as you get to know the 5 pros and cons to this picturesque district. Stay with us if you're thinking of retiring in France from the USA, just want to know what it's like living in France, or wanting to figure out where to stay on your vacation. You've been here to this district before in our travel vlogs, Best Street Food Nice and Nice with New Eyes. But with so much personality going for it, we've returned to the Nice Port area to focus on whether or not this is the right neighborhood for you. If we had to summarize Port Lympia in one word, it would be charisma. The irregular borders of the Port District begin by radiating down from Place Garibaldi, then go along the marina, following Castle Hill, then back to the airport tram station, next past the little wooden boats to the Nautical Club and a set of tiny coved beaches. Rue Bonaparte, with its shops and restaurants, will be the heart of your daily life. Your first apartment today is the furthest east. It's near the Nautical Club. If you choose to live here, you'll find a mix of huge apartment complexes, hotels, standalone villas, and medium-sized apartment buildings. This part of the port is also popular if you open water swim, as many retirees in Nice do. The tiny beach by the Nautical Club is a favorite launch point. The Nautical Club's restaurant is open to the public and can be your neighborhood meeting place with its gorgeous view and a relaxed and friendly vibe.
But I don't let it get the best.
So come have a look. Behind a locked gate, your apartment is set in a garden with chirping birds. And it has a bit of a vintage vibe. The apartment's star feature is a generous terrace with a side view of the beautiful sea and sky. Even though you'll see cloudy days in this video, Nice has over 200 days of sunshine a year, and this apartment seems like it's been renovated to maximize that sunny feel.
I think that I will step, walk, step. If I can just step, walk, step. I think that I will step, walk, step. If I can just step, walk, step. I won't give it to you. I think that I wanna be alright. Walk, step. It don't matter if I know I can try to be running like this when I walk. I won't give it to you. I think that I wanna be alright. Walk, step.
The view out the back faces Winston Churchill Street and Montbaron. This is the same direction that the stoned paved path follows that goes along the coast from your doorstep. This stunning walk right next to the water goes all the way to Villefranche, your next door neighbor, with a lovely beach and also seafront restaurants. You'll never go hungry back at Nice Port either. In fact, the best sandwich shop in Nice awaits you. This is where Emery got the fantastic pain beignet in our street food video, and they make a whole host of other delicious sandwiches too. So inside this sandwich, there's a beautiful roasted chicken, lettuce, pickles, very thinly sliced red peppers, mayonnaise, and some kind of secret sauce, as well as olives.
This is really an amazing sandwich.
Hey, what happened to your sandwich?
It's almost all gone. It was like this big. I ate it all. Too good. I was gonna save half, but it's irresistible.
You still eating your sandwich?
I already ate mine. This is yours.
If you're enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button. So now let's leave this part of the port on our way to the second of your 3 apartments. Along the way, let's show you your playground. You can walk to Nice Center in about 30 minutes from the apartment you just saw by following the edge of the marina all the way around and along Castle Hill until you see the love sign. If you live in the Old Port neighborhood, Castle Hill is your backyard, circled with walking paths. You'll discover cascades, a deck with a view to the snow mountains, a beautiful cemetery, and a stunning view to the sea that instantly calms your soul. Here you are at Place de Pin, named for a landmark tree at the beginning of the pedestrian zone, which is full of cafes and bars. This beautiful stonework gives your place that historical Provence feel. In this part of the neighborhood, many apartments lack elevators, but this one has one. It's so bright and airy, you almost forget that this apartment has no outside space of any kind. The area below you is lively with restaurants and bars. The mirrored windows reflecting the old stone of your building are genius. But where the mirrored windows stop, the views aren't so great. And something to know before we leave. Even if you're on the top floor apartment, you may have people living above you. Many older buildings have tiny attic studios in the roof. Before we go to your next and final apartment, let's have a look at daily life in the neighborhood. You can find fresh Mediterranean fish off the boats. You're in the antique district with vintage shops and a monthly sidewalk flea market. And Rue Bonaparte is a gem, full of boutique food shops for you to discover your own favorites. You'll have fun tracking down the best steak and French sausages. finding the best roast chicken, choosing beautiful fruits and vegetables, and taste testing all the best croissants in the neighborhood to find out which one you think is the top. And filling up on local specialty chickpea soca. Now that you've done all your shopping, let's bring it home to your last apartment by heading to the yacht side of the harbor. Here on the west side of the marina, the winter sun is stronger and more direct, and it's quite a bit closer to walk to the Nice beachfront. We were only offered a Wednesday viewing, which should be an alarm if it happens to you too, because French children do not go to school on Wednesdays. So as we're thinking about this as your dream property, a couple things we're noticing is the car traffic. This is the artery between the old port and the promenade, which is a very popular area. In addition, there's a primary school that's located right next to the apartment, and the kids are adorable, but we have been here before when they're out at recess, and it's their playground, and they're very joyful.
We talked about the disadvantages of this location, being the noise from the cars as well as the playground of the school, but one advantage of this location, other than of course the view, etc., one other advantage is the tram. So this is the final stop for the L2 tram that goes all the way to the airport. So it makes hopping on a flight from here really easy.
My schedule is clear. Hey, hey.
These two apartments, one on the first and one on the second floor, are both about the same thing, having a magnificent full front view of the water and boats, which is what Port Lympia neighborhood is all about after all.
All day. Now me want everything go my way. If I wanna drink up this whole bottle, it don't matter if man done dada. Should have been grinding like this all day. Now me want everything go my way. If I wanna drink up this whole bottle, it don't matter if man done dada. I can just move my feet. I think that I will be alright.
There are some trade-offs out the other windows.
I think that I will be alright. If I can just move my feet, I think that I will be alright. If I can just move to the beat, I think that I will be alright.
A great thing about this apartment is your views will provide non-stop entertainment.
Waitress to the table, excuse me, miss, give me the best you got.
For example, the vintage car rallies start here, and it's also the staging for the parade, so all the floats pass by your balcony daily during Carnival.
Got my foot tapping, and then my body's moving.
We hope you've enjoyed this tour of Port Lympia and the Old Port neighborhood, and that you'll join us for the next episode,
If I can grind it like this all day.
where we'll deep dive into another of Nice's beautiful neighborhoods in this ultimate guide to neighborhoods. Bye for now.
Everything go my way. I think I wanna be alright. So bad, I think I'll be alright. Don't matter if man done